The king who hated mirrors. There was once a king. He was not the usual type you've heard about. Not kind, not cruel, just proud. So proud, in fact, that he never looked in a mirror. And not because he was ugly. Oh no. He was handsome, terribly handsome, with skin like warm bronze and eyes like black coffee. But still, no mirrors were allowed in the palace. Not in the halls, not in the dressing rooms, not even in the queen's quarters. He had them all destroyed. People whispered about it. Why does the king hate mirrors? It must be something else. But the truth, he hated mirrors. Because once, a very long time ago, one mirror had told him something he did not want to hear. And the king was the kind of man who would rather change the world than change himself. In his kingdom, only he could speak. Only his voice was heard. Where the truth, well, it had to hide itself. So he banned all mirrors. One day, a strange traveler came to the gates of the palace. He was old, quiet, dressed in rags. He only wanted to meet the king and told the guards that he wanted to present a gift to the king. The guards almost laughed him out. Imagine, a raggedy-paggedy old man wants to give a present to the king. But something in his eyes, something still, made them hesitate. So they brought him to the court. He bowed low and said, "My king, I've made a mirror unlike any other. It shows not just the face, but the soul." The court was not only surprised, but all were shocked. The king's smile was tense, cold, and curious. He ordered the mirror brought before him. The king looked into the mirror at his own reflection, and at first saw himself perfect. Then a flicker. A shadow behind his eyes. Another flicker. A crack in the crown. Yet another flicker. A scar from his past. Things he thought no one saw. Things he refused to remember. He could see clearly in the mirror. He grew cold. "Destroy it!" The guards raised their swords. So did the old man. He only wanted to help, but in a mysteriously strange way. But the mirror did not break. Strike after strike after strike, it stood unshattered, and for the first time, the king trembled. That night, the king could not sleep, though the mirror was locked away, but its image stayed in his mind. Those hidden truths, those flickers of regret, his mother's last words, his brother's exile which he had ordered, the servant he humiliated and kicked, the power he used to mask his fear. In that moment, he realized something. He didn't hate mirrors. He hated being truly seen for what he actually was. The moral of the story is no mystery. We all wear crowns of pride, of certainty, of a self-created image. But until we face a mirror that shows not just what we are, but who we are, we live in a false world. But mirrors don't lie. They invite us to heal. The mirror is always waiting. And the longer we avoid it, the harder it becomes to recognize ourselves. Instead of breaking the mirror, maybe it's time to sit with what it shows. Soulful mantra of the day. I no longer fear my reflection. I welcome the truth it shows. Subscribe to Storytale for more forgotten folk tales that bring ancient mirrors to modern minds. Because sometimes the story isn't about a king, it's about us. Please comment in the section below and see you next week with yet another story tale.